Right, hi everybody, and here is the final interview of the speakers. I've finally tracked down Nickita, and the final interview, a little mini interview of the speakers at our Ancestral Health Festival in Rainford in the UK in August. Um, Below, or whatever page you see this on, or links or whatever, there on the landing page of ancestralhealthfestival.com, you'll find all of those little interviews and also full episodes. We've got a wonderful chat with Ben Hunt and me and Nickita. And so just these little ones, just to introduce what's going to go on at the festival. So, Nickita, tell everybody who you are and the wonderful work that you do.
Hi everyone, my name is Nickita Starck. I am a natural birth practitioner of 15 years and I am founder of When Push Comes to Shove, which is, as far as I know, the world's only decentralized maternity structure. Um, that's basically me in a nutshell, and I'm an author.
Brilliant. And a great singer.
Very much. In a past life, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's how we met, wasn't it? The first thing I heard you singing, and
Mhm.
the amazing talk that you did, and I thought I've got to get you on our podcast because you honestly come and listen to Nickita because she is so brilliant, deals with such horrendous subjects really around birth, but she's hilarious, she's naughty. I think she's absolutely brilliant. Come and check out the talk. So, what are you going to be talking about in August at this thing?
Well, firstly, I'd like to mention if you think this topic doesn't apply to you, please reconsider because we are all born and the way we are born is important and it affects us as human consciousness and it will have a ripple effect into everything in life. I'm going to be talking about systemic childbirth versus our divine feminine intuition. This is not just about childbirth, this is about women's health and a return to love and understanding that we need a balance between intellect and wisdom. And the presence of intelligence without wisdom is dangerous. We need to remember who we are. I think at the moment we're suffering a spiritual malignancy. We think we're separate from one another. And I think the very systems in place that we are all hating on at the moment is just a byproduct of where we're vibrating as humans. And I think we are about to have a major shift. But if you want to understand childbirth, we have to understand how we've got to this monstrosity of the maternity system that we see before us. And I believe the answer is to go within. And women in particular need to take responsibility. We need to understand our core wounds, our trauma, and you need to understand your trauma and your negative experiences in your life are not your fault, but they are your responsibility. And we must go within. And if we don't go within, we will go without. So that's what I'm going to be talking about, how to take back your divine feminine power. Don't give your power away. Look at your core wounds and how to birth. We if we want to have a normal physiological birth, it's not the best idea to go to an obstetrician. No, you wouldn't go to a prostitute for a cuddle, would you? so,
Nice analogy, yeah. Yeah.
so you need to understand your body, take responsibility, and we need to welcome our children into a world where they don't need to do healing when they grow up. They need to be born into a sea of oxytocin, not cortisol, not adrenaline. And we need to look at our own core wounds to fix this generational trauma. And how very apt for Ancestral Festival. We need to cut this crap. We need to do better. And it starts with us.
That's beautiful. Can't wait. So, what do you think is so important about these live events? I mean, we both do stuff online and all of that kind of thing, but I find there's nothing quite like a live event. What do you think people would get out of this to actually come along in person?
The magic is palpable. When like-minded humans come together, it's not just an individual experience, it's a collective experience. You can feel the vibrations, you can feel how we can shift consciousness just by being together. It's so powerful. And I don't know if anyone watching has heard of the 100th monkey effect. Do you know what that is, Phil? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, when enough of us get together, we can collectively change consciousness, and ideas will be put into the ether and into the field. And human contact, let's look at birth, for example. When women are giving birth and having sex, in fact, when they're making the babies and birthing the babies, the same hormone shows up, oxytocin. That's a love hormone. And when we're together and we can hug one another and speak to one another and vibe with each other, that causes so much more oxytocin. We don't want to be getting about the place full of adrenaline in survival mode, not being able to regulate our emotions, reacting rather than responding. So when you come together, it's so important. I'm really glad you're talking about this, Phil, because we can do as many online events as we want all day long, but it doesn't have the same palpable magic as it does in person. And if you're considering not coming because it's a bastard of a journey, think of the outcome. Think of actually being with people, with human beings, raising consciousness, changing the vibes, listening to other people's wisdom. There's nothing like it.
Brilliant. Yeah, I feel the same. We've got such great festivals played and spoken at them recently, and it's so magical to be out there again, particularly reacting against the stuff that we can't talk about that'll get my channels pulled down, but over the past 4 years, but trying to keep us separate. Yeah, beautiful. So thank you so much. And anybody watching this, on the same page here that you'll probably see this, there are those interviews, all the little mini interviews, full podcast episodes, all the details of how to book and how to get there and everything else we're doing. So get over to ancestralhealthfestival.com and we'll see you there. Nickita, thank you so much.